Breaking news! A Delta Airlines flight, arriving from a yet-to-be-determined location, experienced a landing so bizarre and terrifying, it left seasoned aviation experts baffled. Details are still emerging, but eyewitness accounts paint a harrowing picture of the event. Passengers on board the aircraft described a routine takeoff and flight, with no indication of any problems or irregularities. As the plane began its descent into Toronto, the pilot announced preparations for landing, a seemingly routine procedure familiar to even the most infrequent flyer. However, as the plane approached the runway, something went terribly wrong. According to a report from Yahoo News, the plane reportedly crashed while arriving, leading to a chaotic scene on the runway. Emergency services were quick to respond, and an investigation is currently underway to determine the cause of this alarming incident. Instead of the smooth touchdown passengers were anticipating, the aircraft hit the tarmac with a bone-jarring thud, the impact reverberating through the cabin. Chaos erupted as passengers were thrown forward against their seatbelts, luggage tumbled from overhead compartments, and cries of alarm filled the air. But this was only the beginning of the ordeal. In a scene seemingly ripped from a Hollywood action film, the plane, instead of skidding to a stop, began to flip over, rotating a full 180 degrees before coming to a rest upside down on the runway. Emergency crews, already on standby for any potential landing issues, immediately sprang into action. Fire trucks raced towards the downed aircraft, sirens blaring, while paramedics prepared to treat injured passengers and crew. The speed and efficiency of the emergency response were commendable, a testament to the rigorous training and coordination required of first responders in such situations. As passengers and crew were evacuated from the overturned plane, questions began to swirl about what could have caused such a bizarre and terrifying incident. According to a report from Yahoo News, the plane reportedly crashed while arriving, raising concerns about potential mechanical failures or pilot error. The investigation into the cause of the crash landing is still in its early stages, and it may be some time before a definitive answer is reached. Aviation experts are focusing on several possibilities, including mechanical failure, pilot error, and extreme weather conditions. One theory posits that a sudden and severe gust of wind, known as a wind shear, could have forced the plane downwards with such force that it bounced upon landing, causing it to flip. Another possibility is a malfunction with the landing gear, preventing the plane from touching down smoothly and causing it to lose control upon impact. Whatever the ultimate cause, it is clear that a perfect storm of factors must have aligned to result in such an unusual and catastrophic event. The investigation will be lengthy and complex, involving the analysis of flight data recorders, interviews with the flight crew and passengers, and a thorough examination of the wreckage. The physical injuries sustained by most passengers and crew were relatively minor, a testament to the effectiveness of aircraft safety features like seatbelts and the quick response of emergency personnel. However, the psychological impact of such a traumatic event is likely to be far more enduring. Many passengers may experience anxiety, flashbacks, and difficulty flying in the future. Delta Airlines has pledged its full cooperation with the investigation and has offered counseling and support services to those affected by the crash. The airline will also be conducting its own internal review to determine if any of its policies or procedures need to be revised to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. The crash serves as a stark reminder of the inherent risks associated with air travel, even in an age of advanced technology and rigorous safety regulations.